kind of world peace and some certain things going on. Why did you feel it was important to use your platform tonight to speak on these things?
I want to celebrate the win today because the crazy thing what happened around the world. Palestine, we stand here with you. All us to are with you. Stop this. Stop this. First of all, because all my last month, all my camp, I watched the video, I watched the story about the situation, what happened in the Palestinian sector, Gaza. It make me very sad, because the people. Palestinian sector, it make me very sad, because the people in the Palestine or sector, they don't have nothing. They close them and attack them every day. They not kill some terrorists or some people. They kill the kids, old people, This is a crazy what happened now in the sector Gaza and Palestine. And just I want to send the message, stand with Palestine, we're with you, and that's it.
In the cage, in your post-fight interview, you had some very powerful words about kind of world peace and some certain.
You talk like a Catholic, but you fuck me and everything.
Okay, so this is a commentary of this race. This was probably the best race of my life. Look at this beautiful start, starting in P5, already P4, already P3. We had a very fast car on the straight, so yeah, I got a little tough from behind. But I kept going, and damn, bro, this was an amazing start because we gained 2 positions immediately. We gained 2 positions, and then all I was thinking was, okay, let's try and hold P3 because my goal personally this race was to hit a podium, to get a podium. So yeah, this first lap I was just thinking of safety, front wing, protect the front wing and keep this position as much as possible, Oh, sorry about that, but that was my plan going into this race. But then, wow, wait till you see what kind of race this turned into. So yeah, man, enjoy, and I'll come back, and if I have to commentate on any important parts of the race, I shall. So keep your eyes tuned. I'll try and keep the video as short as possible by only including the tense moments of the race. And I think here comes one right about now. Yup, look at that guy gone. P1 straight into the wall, into P2. Now here is where things get interesting. You can see me burning the ERS down there. 69, 66, 65, 62, 60%. I was burning that in order to try and keep within the 1 second of the guy ahead of me. It's because I wanted the DRS. I didn't want him to just fly away. If I let him go, he would have kept P1 the whole race. But my goal was the guy in front of me, keep him within 1 second. If you look at the top left there, I was 0.5, 0.7 seconds within. So I'm always going to be in his DRS zone, and I'm always going to be able to activate DRS on him. So that was my plan over the first few laps. You can see even I got a purple sector 1 here. I was really chasing, trying to keep that 1 second difference so that he doesn't fly away. And as you can see, I was also trying to keep the guy in P3 a lot behind us, so that the fight was purely just me and this guy, you know. But as you can see, he's a PC player, you know, he's probably on the wheel, probably a sweat, and yeah, I think he qualified P2 or P3. He was one of the people who had really fast times in the qualifying, so definitely had a superior setup than me. He was faster than me, but my goal was just stick with him, you know. Like, I know he's faster than me, but can I just stay within that 1 second? As you can see, it's very tight, man. I was like, bro, I'm trying to like get sub 1 second, but he's like just keeping me 1.1, keeping me out all the time. And I was thinking, bro, I gotta burn this ERS. You can see me burning ERS all the way up to 30%. And then I started thinking, should I just save? Or should I keep? Should I save or keep? And then you can see in the first corner that he kept spinning, I kept spinning, because, you know, we were always trying to get away from him. He's trying to get away from me, and I'm trying to catch up. So we were trying to get on the throttle as quick as possible, and that was what was like causing us to spin. And you can see like he's really pushing me out, and I guess in the beginning laps he was quite happy that he could keep me above 1 second. But yeah, as you'll see, I try to keep, you know, pressuring him and not giving him that freedom of safety in P1, because once you do that, this guy starts to enjoy the race, and, you know, it just goes away, and then it ends up becoming a fight between me and P3. So yeah, I'll be back in a second, boys. Now here in lap 5 is when, you know, he started slipping up a little bit. Again, he's until lap 5 he's still keeping us 1.1 seconds away. But in this corner here, you can see I kind of just got sub 1 into 0.9, and I got DRS finally. For the first time in the race, I got into the DRS, and you know what that means. I get to get closer to him. So I wasn't even have to use my ERS here. The DRS was enough for me to just push and get to 0.7, now 0.6. I was getting really close. Again, you can see there's a guy that we are already overlapping a guy, you know. So I don't know what that guy was on, but you can see even here he goes off the track. That guy was winding, but yeah, at least he didn't cause us any problems, anything like that. It's good that the game usually ghosts the back markers, which are the players at the back of the track, so that the guys, if overlapping, you don't really have to, you know, collide with them, and, you know, they cause us trouble and things like that. But you can see now I'm really close to this guy. I'm 0.3, but the problem is now when I'm so close, I can't see my braking point, and every time that happens, I usually brake later than I'm supposed to, and sometimes you'll see that that's what affects me. But as of now, you can see I'm kind of keeping really close to him here, 0.4, 0.3 seconds, you know. I was vibing. I was like, bro, this guy, I'm not gonna let him go. And you can see I put P3 2.2 seconds behind me, so no one's really chasing me. I'm doing the chasing, saving up on ERS, pushing DRS. You can see here is where the race gets really tight, really interesting, because this guy in front of me was a PC player, and you can see I'm checking my pit window, so I know when I'm supposed to pit, because I want to do an undercut on him. An undercut is, for example, you saw there that my pit window was pit lap 9, right? So you can see here I tried to go for the overtake, but then I was like, nah, you know, I'm not trying to like cause an accident for the both of us there. But yeah, so I was explaining what an undercut was. An undercut is, let's say, as you can see, my strategy tells me to pit lap 9, and if I'm on softs and the guy in front of me on softs, he's also on softs, meaning we're probably on the same strategy, and he's also probably thinking I want to pit in lap 9. However, an undercut means you pit 1 lap earlier than your actual time you're supposed to pit. So if I'm supposed to pit lap 9, I want to pit lap 8, so that I can get fresh tires 1 lap earlier than him, so that I can gain some time on him, you know. Even if it's that 0.3, 0.4 seconds that I gain on him, I can benefit from that. As you can see here, like the closer I get to him, I can't really see my braking point properly, so I keep losing some time. So you keep noticing the more I get close to his car, I brake later because I don't see where it's starting from, and that was affecting me a little bit. Yeah, you can see I did check my pit window. I knew that I wanted to pit lap 8, so this is lap 7 right now. I knew I'm not going to pit, plus I was also keeping an eye on him as well to see whether he's going to try and avoid the undercut or not. And as you can see now, I'm 0.6 seconds in. You know, I have DRS, I have everything. However, this guy, I think, was burning his ERS during this moment because his defense was so good this race. I've never actually raced someone who's kept me at bay for multiple laps while I have DRS and they don't. This was the first guy, and I think he was doing a very good job at like keeping me away and defending really well, defending really cleanly. He wasn't brake checking, he wasn't doing any of the ratty stuff. It was really good, and you can see that I decided to box this lap, which is lap 8, And yeah, man, it was amazing. And like another tip for the people who don't play this game, you can see at the bottom right, not fully bottom right, but under my overtake button, you can see the spanner and stuff is like red, you know, and now it's blue because like that means you need to just your pit window is also so. That's usually how I tell. I don't know if I'm right about that, but usually that's how I tell. And yeah, again, you can see I'm still keeping within 1 second of this guy. I'm not trying to give him any space at all whatsoever. And yeah, so this was the lap where I decided I'm gonna pit, and I was really hoping that he doesn't pit so I can undertake. But look at this, man. This guy knew that I wanted to do an undercut, and he also decides to pit. So we both pit here, and like he has a bit of a scuffed entry into the pits. So I'm really close to him here, and we're really good. So this all depends on our timing and pit entry. So I got an excellent timing into my pit entry, but I don't know what he got, you know. So I'm here 2.2 seconds in and out. I think I got him. That's why I keep looking back. I'm like, did I get him? Did I get him? I didn't get him. He was out here. So I don't know how he got that much space. I don't know how he did it, but he did. He got somehow a lot of space in that pit. So as you can see now, we're halfway through the race, lap 9, and things are still very tense. You know, there's no like calm. You know, usually in these long races, you get some few laps where you're just chilling. But because of the position I was in, I was always chasing. You can see I'm always 0.8, 0.7 within this guy's time. So I have to like keep up the pressure before I get out of the DRS zone, and he just, you know, kind of cruises away with the win. And yeah, as you can see now, the tires here were a bit colder. We have medium tires, better on the corners of the grid, but slower in general. So yeah, man, there's a guy who was in P1. That guy hadn't pit yet, so we didn't really care about him. It was a false P1. Me and him were still P1, P2, and yeah, man, still trying to keep him, you know, close to me so that I can take advantage. And yeah, I guess I'll come back when there's some more interesting things developing within the race. See ya. So now here in lap 14, you can see that he is almost pushing me out of the DRS zone, you know, because the tires are getting older, things are getting tougher, and I think this was the first time I did not get DRS on this straight for a long time. So he was very happy with this. And as you can tell, I was quite sad because now I have to burn my ERS all the way down to the ground, which it was already all the way almost down, man. So I was down bad right now. I was like, damn, this guy is pushing me out and I can't do anything about it. Didn't get the second DRS, which is supposed to be on this after this corner. So I'm here trying to burn ERS as much as I can to keep up within that 1 second. You know, like, it's crazy driving 15 laps, always pushing. 15 laps of pushing, no chilling, nothing this race. I was literally being pushed to the limit by this guy, you know, just so I can try and secure at least a P1. And it's crazy, it's so crazy how even when I was sub P1 and I was getting the ERS, I still couldn't get P1 from this guy. So his defense and his ERS management was top tier. I've never seen anything like this before. You know, I have DRS, I have ERS on him, and I still could not overtake this guy. So as you can see now, he was really pushing me out of the DRS zone, you know, more than 1 second behind him. And I was like, damn, bro, I really need to get back. As you can see now, it's 1.4, you know, like, he's really gone right now. And again, at the same time, the guy behind me, P2, is closing in 1.9, you know. So it's like the fight is now transitioning from attacking P1 to then now defending from P3, you know, which is not what I wanted, because of course P2 is a good end. However, I started at P5, so P2 would be amazing anyway, but the fact that I had the chance to win was like, you know, I can't give up on this. You know, I cannot give up on the win just because things aren't going my way towards the end of the race. And you can see now we're lap 16. We have, what, 3 laps left? And I'm thinking, bro, 1.3 seconds, 1.6 behind me. Should I focus on attacking? Should I focus on defense? You know, I was within 2 minds here, but I was like, you know what? The best form of defense is offense. So I was like, forget the guy P3, he does not exist. I am chasing P1. As you can see, I'm pushing so much to the point that sometimes I'm leaving the track, but not too much to the point where I'm getting penalties for it, you know. So yeah, man, this was a really tough time. But then again, you can see I reduced the time from 1.4 to 1.2, 1.3, and it keeps increasing. And right now, within these moments, I was thinking, damn, bro, like, there's no way I make it back. There's no way I make it back. You know, I started thinking, okay, 1.4 behind me, 1.4 ahead. You know, it's kind of like the cutoff point. I should probably start defending. And here's where I started saying, shit, 1.1. I started thinking, bro, I have to keep P3 out of my diary zone. So my focus shifted from pushing P1 to then now just keeping P3 out of my diary zone. I had kind of like I'd already accepted that I'm going to take P2, but here comes the problem. The guy in P3 did not back off, bro. This guy was not letting go, bruh. He was like staying within like that 1.0 range. Look at him staying within that 1.0 range while I'm chasing P1, bro. Oh my days, he just kept being there. And then look now, he's sub 1 second, bro. He's within my DRS zone, and I was like, shit, bro. But I was like, bro, instead of worrying about him, push P1 because we're 1.0 from P1, so I need to get the DRS from P1. So here when it started becoming really, really tight and like really, really intense, and I started just thinking, shit, because I can finish this SP1, I can finish this SP2, and I can also finish SP3 depending on how these next 2 laps go, you know. So I'm like really focused. Every single corner I have to take it well, you know. And the problem with me sometimes is the more I focus, the more mistakes I make. So I also was trying to think, just relax, you know, composure, relax. That's what I was trying to make myself think, because bro, look, you see I'm spinning and stuff. 0.7, 0.6 behind me, 0.5, 0.4. He was really close, P3, and P1 went 1.4 just because of that small spin, you know. So you lose concentration for a second and you can lose the race. So right now I'm thinking, bruh, damn, number 1 is gone. 1.5 seconds, no way. Can I protect P2? Can I just protect P2, you know? The thing that I was trying to run away from the whole race, I'm now fighting to protect. You can see I got a really good exit on that corner. I was burning the ERS, trying to get away from this guy, 0.6. He's still on me really close. And you can see P1 is also struggling with the spin there. And I was like, let's capitalize on that spin, you know? But we couldn't really capitalize too much on it. He's really good at saving himself, and yeah, man, here's the last lap, 0.4 behind me. I'm thinking, bro, let's just defend, you know. Guys are crashing out of the session. You can see the rest of the lobby guys are just crashing out of the session, and I'm like, don't focus on that. Just focus on P1. And I knew that P1 had another car in front of him, so I was hoping that car kind of distracts him a little bit for us to catch up. And it seems like it was working, because I'm 1.2 now, you know. I was 1.4 before. Suddenly I'm 1.2, but then again 1.4. So the range between P1 and me was like unimaginable. I was thinking, there's no way in hell I can catch P1. Let me just keep P2 behind me, right? I mean P3 behind me. And that's what I was trying to focus on doing. But you know, it was really tense. Last few corners here, lap 18. You can see P1 kind of getting distracted by the back motor because he's a ghost. I don't know if you can see the track properly or what, but that really helped, because now I'm 0.8 behind. Last corner here, I'm thinking, okay, definitely we finished the P2. Let's just keep this guy behind us. But guess what? P1's out of fuel. Overtake right before the finish line, and we win the freaking race. I know you weren't expecting that. That was freaking crazy. That was crazy, bro. The guy lost fuel. What a freaking race.
Oh my god.